moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouakai,
our country, and you come to see your people displaced, it was a good thing to see. Some of us lost our parents, we lost our friends. So it's not a good thing. I think the only way you can sustain a country, you can develop a country, is to sustain the peace. To sustain our people, we have to maintain the peace. We have to work together to develop the country. We have to maintain the peace. We have to be stable. Despite our political differences, Liberia is what we have. This is our country. We ran before. We cannot keep running. Sometimes people that even die for us, for our freedom, may not be prepared again to come back. So we need to do everything to make sure that we guard our country, and further our cause, through dialogue, through bringing ideas, that can develop this country.
Yeah, and because you lived through those horrific times, Mr. President, you lived it, and I was here and I covered this country endlessly. What do you tell other Africans who take peace and freedom for granted? What do you tell them?
Well, as I said to the United Nations, we have to be peaceful. This is why we're trying to maintain the peace. And we have to do that. Because without peace, our world will be difficult. And we know that. I'm a Liberian. I know what we went through, even though we're now part of what in the battle itself. But we're battling a lot of things. Have you ever imagined during Liberian Civil War, when I go to the field to play, what runs in my mind? Will I perform good? Yeah, sometimes I perform bad, simply because of my mind was somewhere else. And also, a war is a destruction. So the best way is the peaceful way. So I believe that we must always, continue to preach, peace. We should not incite people against government, because what you fight for, you might be in a position one day, because only God knows what happens. Those that are inciting people against government, tomorrow they will be here. The same thing could happen. But I think whatever happens, we must make sure that we promote peace and unity amongst our people. Yeah. And this is why my government is, we're talking about a forum, to dialogue, economic forum. So those politicians can come at the table now and bring their ideas how to grow our economy. And I hope that they will do it sincerely and honestly, and we're going to listen to them. We'll listen to them.
Yeah, Mr. President, when I see you at church, when I see Liberians at church, and the very God-fearing people, and then you imagine what the country went through for 15 years. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that they could be so religious, so God-fearing, and yet so brutal at the same time.
Yes, it's difficult to understand. We talk about God so much. We go to church every day. But we keep on fighting each other. It's wrong to do so. No matter what, we should have a construed heart for each other, and continue to to praise God, continue to work together. Let us not see politics as a battleground. You understand? Politics that you're going to play politics anyway. But when the hour is gone of politicking, where there's no more elections, everyone comes together to build a country. That one of the things, I wish for Liberian politicians to understand, to play a part. I'm open to that. I'm always inviting them. But again, they have to think about it. This is their country.
Yeah, you're a very patient man, Mr. No, you're very patient.
Patience is a virtue. I've learned that.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue, and I learned that. So I doing everything. When I'm called to serve, I serve. When it's not my time, I wait. But I keep on trying because this is the way to go. Everything that we learn, it was you have to repeat it. It's repetition. So even in the game that I play, every day I go to practice, they bring different formation. I have to adapt. So that I'm prepared to adapt. We the country have a future. And I think all Liberians have to know that we have a future. Liberia is moving forward. We should not bring it back, no matter what happened. If 12 years, things were not perfect, we have to continue on the path where they were so we can continue to bring it to where we want to leave it. Maybe the next person come, you will take it to another height.
Absolutely. You say, keep on trying. It reminds me of the song by Zach and Juba. Yeah. Keep on trying.
One day.
One day.
We're going to be better.
Yes. Love that song. Mr. President, I want to take a break and come back and talk about what's the greatest lesson you learned on the football field that you're now applying in your...
So, fellow Liberians, home and abroad,
Okay.
all right. Let's see what we have here. Sorry. Okay, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here, and we want to use this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you that have been very, very supportive to what we do here. We want to say thank you. We are here because of you. We keep moving strong. We keep improving every day because you continue to give us your support through the comments section, through sharing, through your constructive criticism. And we are grateful that we are here. Today is going to be a very, very important show. It's important because it has to do with Liberia. It has to do with how we organize ourselves moving forward towards 2029. And again, I want to say thanks to all of you. We appreciate all of you. And please do us that favor. And that favor we require of you is to kindly hit for us the share button as we get ready to play host to the team that is in charge of steering up the affairs of CDC and preparing us for our convention as we launch into 2029. As you may be aware, the CDC globally is going through what we call recalibrating, rebranding, re-strategizing. And the process have started. across other parts of the world. For those of you who have been following, you saw that few days ago, the team was in France, where they had their own activities. Was very nice, very fine, and it was okay. And we are also going to be experiencing that same, one would say, political fever here in the USA. So it's very important. We ask that each and every one of you, immediately after this particular, somebody will say little advertisement, or maybe this interlude of okay, I'm going to play you something here, and then after this we'll come back and we'll enter into what we are supposed to be discussing today. So we're going to have the team. Again, I want to say welcome to all of you. Let's take this while we get ready behind the scene to bring you what we are supposed to bring you.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting vice president, Joseph Baka, and his men trying to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together. Not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore. Joe used to be my friend. He too might have been in front of Brumsky when I came home. Since he decided to run for the presidency, I don't think Joe and I have agreed on much. But there's one thing I agree with him about. No Congo man should be president of Liberia again. But there's another side of that story, Joe. No countryman should be president of Liberia either. What Liberia needs today is a true Liberian who is most qualified to lead our country. It doesn't matter whether you are Kru or Grebo, whether you're Madingo or Kwan, whether you're Basso or Pele or Gio or Mano. If you are Liberian and you are qualified to lead the country, it is time that you step forward and lead. I don't understand why Joe will run away from his record. He's been vice president for 12 years, Joe. I want to take the night to challenge you. Come out. You and those fellas you got supporting you. Let's put our record forward. Let's put our vision forward and stop this bullshit about who Congo and who country. It is time that we put Liberia first. I heard President Sirleaf doing her annual message, the last annual message she's going to give to this nation, saying that she and her vice president have accomplished so much. Two things they've been unable to accomplish or to handle: corruption and reconciliation. Now I can appreciate why Ellen Johnson Sirleaf could not reconcile this country. She has been working for years with a man who's trying to tear our country apart.
So
sorry, again, we ask that you do us a favor. And that favor that we ask you to do us is to kindly hit for us the share button. So share with friends, share with family members as we, discuss today what is going to be happening here in the USA. I mean, something very wonderful is going to be happening in the USA. So before going there, again, we want to say just do us that favor. And the favor that we require of you is to see how best you can be able to, hit for us the share button. So all of the information that you need relative to, the CDC USA, where we are going, where we're coming from, etc., will be provided today. And those of you who have questions to ask, get ready. You are going to have the opportunity to ask your questions to the team that will be here. So get ready. We will give you the opportunity in order for you to be able to ask your question. So again, we want to say welcome to all of you. Today, fellow Liberians home and abroad, we are privileged to be here with the team. We are grateful that we are here with the team that is responsible for organizing, for one would say recalibrating, re-strategizing, and putting the CDC USA together as we launch forward into 2029. We are grateful to have with us our own mother, Madam Pale Orito Reto. Madam To, welcome under the Palava Hall again. Welcome, Mama. Kindly unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you.
All right. We also are grateful to have with us the OIC of the CDC USA and also the convention chairman, the convention committee chair, Reverend Solomon Moi. Reverend Solomon Moi, welcome under the Palava Hut, sir.
Thank you, and I'm happy to be on the show with my dear sister, Pale. We pray to give you the best of our own information we have for the people. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I don't know. Are you comfort? We are not too. Are you comfortable? Or you're going to find somewhere to park?
So in the next 5 minutes, I'll be packed.
Okay. Yeah. Please. Yeah. All right. So again, we want to say welcome to all. Welcome to all. Just do us that favor. Hit for us the share button. Share with friends. Share with family members, and let's have a very, very, very wonderful time. So let's do this while we try to. Let's do this. Let's bring this out here for you, and then let me see what we have here. Okay. So we're just trying to bring a kind of stuff here that will be playing while Reverend get himself situated in the next 1, 2, 3, or 5 minutes. So we just want to play you something here while this is playing. We ourselves will send the link because we've been asked our people supposed to be on, other panelists supposed to be on with us. So while we get this done, then we're going to let me see, send the link to our people.
Because proof. Yes, you told me how you told people that have been having 45 years experience. And see what's going on here. See what's going on here.
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera?
Very tough. Very tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
To get money high right now?
One, yes. See the US rate. And the man with a 45-year experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience get. For nothing experience, Boga brought you to the people here. You see, when you see this put it rolling behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just tell my school coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Boga, you're from school, you tell Boga, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more. Agriculturalists, you can see what it meant to people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, you should come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Not just about more 45 years experience. Just what on the dog. They get no experience. That's so nothing 45 experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Why any?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are saying, but this time, my mother said 20 o'clock to finish. It can be hard. My mother not affording for me to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for all, for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business your man doing?
Kobo.
She doing Kobo business? She's selling across there? All the way on the other side? Yeah. Your man know like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school?
Yeah.
No money in the country. The country very hard. Even before, I think Joey Tans are better because we get one or two. But so many new people getting power, the speaker shit, we are having two speakers, the artificial speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest on the ways, on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. What the men and they're fighting for power. No see what
But why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I know is the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up or University of Labrador or PSC, he got nobody outside that you know. Himself of problem, he never exposed himself because he's a man, he's very savage. He never show himself to people. But for me, what I noticed, the president attended LU and get BSc degree, so he had no connection outside. One of the meeting, bang.
You think that's the reason why there's an economic hardship in the country?
And the judges system in the country not fair. So no one can look at them living money and bringing abroad and invest because abroad law is very fragile. They respect the law.
When it comes to the business, things are not really improving because the economic system is very high. Money is not coming in. People are not doing business that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
People not doing business that before.
Yeah.
So money not coming in that before.
Yeah, money not coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the exchange rate, for example. What's the exchange rate right now?
Yeah, exchange rate gone to 200.
200?
Yeah.
When was the last time you changed money for 200?
Yeah, quite recently, like day before yesterday, I changed money for 200.
How is business with you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult?
Yeah.
What do you think is responsible for this? Do you think it's the fault of the government, or you think it's just...
All right, so fellow Liberians home and abroad, want to say welcome back and thank you so very kindly that you are here with us, and thank you for your patience. Again, we're going to be having the team today that is in charge of the CDC USA, and we are grateful to have with us again fellow Liberians, Madam Orito Pale Reto, and we have the ORC of CDC USA, Reverend Solomon Moa. So again, want to say welcome to the both of you. Welcome.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you so
All
much,
right,
Frank.
so we want to start quickly, and I'm sorry for the time. It's because we try to get our people on. We try to send in, technology sometimes has a way of doing what is supposed to do. But let's start from Reverend Moore. Reverend Moore, please tell us how did we reach to this particular stage? I mean, a stage of convention where your committee is charged with the responsibility of steering the affairs of CDC USA as we, head towards our convention. How did this happen? Is it that, one Sunday morning we just woke up and then we saw Reverend Moore, uh, becoming the head of the convention committee or the ORC? How? Just drill us through. How did this happen?
So, thank you once more for being a part of this show, and to our audience and viewers, we say thank you. CDC USA is an extension of CDC Liberia, the political party in Liberia, and as an extension, we serve to be the financial arm, the lobbying arm, and all of it to help support the work of the political institution in Liberia to ensure that it leads and guides the nation in empowering people to have a better life. So this extension has in it constitution that the mother body, which is CDC, becomes the umbrella for all of its main diaspora organizations. For us, we are CDC US, they got CDC Europe, they got CDC Australia and other areas, but we in the borders of the United States and our friend Canada, we are all in the CDC USA. And some time ago, there was a convention called by the outgoing leadership of CDC USA under the able guardian of Constant Dopo. And after that convention, there were lots of dissatisfaction as it relates to others who did not attend the convention, who saw the color of the convention to be more or less, not guided with constitutional, provision and the rest of it. So CDC Liberia, which is the mother organization, because it is enshrined in our constitution in Article 18, Section 5, that in terms of conflict, CDC USA come in and provide the guardians of the organization for the organization. So they came in, they set up a mediation committee that will go into mediating and bring a resolution to the conflict as it relates to the convention in Iowa. And in Iowa, the convention was held, people had elections, and people elected. Other groups on the other side said no, the convention did not meet the requirement of the Constitution, and so the crowd. So this mediation committee was to work with all of those who had concerns and those who went to Iowa. The committee was headed by Professor Wilson Tapper, and they had close to about 15 members. They went through 3 months of engagement with all sides in the USA. And after that, they came up with a report recommending the formation of an interim administration that will lead CDC into a convention for 12 months. And this proposal was accepted by the national body, and they called all those who were concerned in the USA to a meeting, and they all accepted the process, and they formed the interim administration. And the interim administration being formed was given a mandate of 12 months, and at the end of the 12 months to hold a convention where election will be held for officers of the CDC USA. Now there was a part in this mandate to the interim body that if you agree to serve on the interim body, you won't be eligible for election that you'll be organizing. So those who wanted to be a part of the interim body accepted that requirement, those who felt that they had interest in running, they said, no, we don't want to be part of this interim body because we won't run. So yes, the interim body started, they were inducted into office last May. So they had up to this May to have had convention plan for the end of the 12th month. So after they went 6 months into their leadership, the national body called them and said, look, I mean, what's your plan for convention? We have reached half mark of your operation. Why do you plan for convention and the rest of it? And for some reason, there was not a collaboration between the two. So the national body said, but it's sensitive, so let's set up a convention committee because your mandate is 12 months. We want to ensure that this convention committee is set up to hold convention that will bring everybody together. So there was some dissatisfaction in the process that, I mean, there was intervention from the national body, setting up a convention committee while we had the CDC-USA interim body on the ground. The CDC national body said, look, we call you and ask you, but you didn't give us any response as it relates to this. And you said that you don't want to work within a 12-month mandate. You established a different mandate of 18 months for yourself, which is not part of what we gave you. So to fast forward, this committee was set up. It brought some dissatisfaction in terms of those who are working as the interim body, felt that, I mean, they don't want to work within the mandate of the 12 months. I mean, whatever it is. So there was some action taken by the national body to create calm. But to fast forward, this National Convention Committee started work as of the 28th of December when we were appointed. I chair this interim body. I'm not interim body, but chair this convention committee. It's been assisted by lots of them. I mean, my dear sister Paulette is also on the committee. We set up subcommittee within our structure to ensure that everybody gets involved in doing something. So, I mean, Mrs. Palereto is the subcommittee on logistics and operation chairperson. So this body is being headed by me, and we have Samuel Jacobs from Minnesota, who is the co-chair. Isaac Doe is the secretary. Eric Pevick is the assistant secretary. And we'll have almost about 17 persons who form part of this sacred committee to ensure that we plan and organize a convention in June of this year, from the 24th to the 28th, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And from the 28th of December, we started to work, and we are working assiduously. We've mobilized all of the chapters for the convention. We have been mobilized, and we have gotten the venue, and everything is set for the convention. What we are doing now is we are carrying on mobilization in all of the various chapters that are part of the CDC-USA to ensure that we all gathered at that place in Philadelphia where the standard bearer will be.
Thank you. We'll come there. We'll just take it easy. Thank you so very kindly for that, very splendid, explanation relative to where we are. Madam Orita Palereto, this convention that we're talking about, one would say it is unusual, especially with this kind of setup where you have, a team that is going to be in charge of the CDC USA taking us to this convention. What is unique about this particular conglomeration that you are part of, that's part of this team? What is unique about it? What is different that has not happened in the past that it is happening? Tell us, how unique is this? Is this unusual? Is this something that, is usual? What is going on? Tell us, please.
Well, thank you again, Prince, for having us. If you ask what is unique about this, I know I haven't been with CDC for a long time, CDC in USA. I think I came in during Madam Constantinople time. And I also, did some background research. So if you ask me what is unique about this is that I don't think in the history y'all have had CDC USA have had uh, the CDC Global for them to have a mandate CDC for CDC USA to be mandated to the point where they create officers in charge to be able to appoint people, officers, and to have committees to be able to be in charge of the CDC USA. So number one, I think that is a unique aspect of it. And also the uniqueness of it here is if you look on those that were appointed, most of us, I would say 90% of us, we are all professionals that were appointed for this course. What is unique about it is that we are doing our very best to make sure that we include everybody and we are following the guidelines of CDC Global. We are not just doing things on our own. So the uniqueness of it is we are following the directive from Global. The uniqueness of it is we are following the instructions. The uniqueness of it is we are making sure that everybody is inclusive. The uniqueness of it is we want to make sure we are being fair on all sides. And that's what we are doing. And we are making sure that we reach everybody. So I would say that's the uniqueness of it, except, very
Thank you.
minor.
Thank you so much. One would ask, this committee that have been set up, I mean, to steer the affairs of CDC USA, taking the CDC USA to convention and etc., etc. Is it a committee that was given birth to because of confusion or because the CDC see the need that there is a need to bring professional on board that will be able to guard the process that will be fair, will be transparent, and that will be able to bring together, I mean, all sides, across the aisle for a better CDC USA. What was it? Was it influenced? Was this committee influenced by, maybe somebody would say, by hate, by anger, or just by professionalism to see a better CDC USA launching into 2029? How do you respond to that, man?
I think I would say it's both because this committee was birthed due to confusion, I would say, due to confusion at first. So when a committee was birthed by Professor Tapper, it was due to the fact that there was a confusion. And the CDC Global needed to stabilize that confusion. Not only they found the need to stabilize it, but they wanted to make sure the proper thing was done. So they put Professor Tappe in charge, of which I was the co-chair at that time for that investigation. So number one, yes, it was birthed because out of confusion, and global chair and the global CDC wanted to make sure that CDC had a proper, fair chance of hearing. So we went through the process of investigation. Now that was done after the investigation, we did our recommendations. When we gave them our recommendation, they came down with one of the recommendations was an interim government. So after the interim government, like Reverend Moore said, they had some negotiations with them, and after which now, then the convention committee was birthed. After the convention committee was birthed, it was still hope that we all work together. But the interim government and global CDC, they still were not, coming together. Either there was some discrepancy in the communication, however it may be, and the CDC Global thought it wise to suspend some of the interim government. And with that being said, now that some of them were suspended, out of either being defiant, not being compliant with CDC Global, which happens to be the mother for us, then OIC was birthed, meaning that they had to pull the officer in charge over us, who is Reverend Moore. So Reverend Moore now have to play the twin father role. Not only is he a convention committee chair, but now he is an officer in charge. Not that the interim is not in place anymore. So your question is in twofold.
Sure.
Yes, it was birthed out of confusion, but we didn't just pop up. We did an investigation. And out of that investigation, which Professor Tapper was the chair and I was the co-chair for that, after the investigation, then our conclusion was there needed to be an interim government.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Madam To. The reason why we are asking these questions is to clear out the doubt so that when we enter into the actual discussion, people will now understand, because this will be repeated. We are going to have a whole segment of it, hopefully by tomorrow. We will repeat this again. And as I speak, our sisterly media in Liberia, Metro Media, is also carrying this live on all of our platforms, on about 14 platforms that they have in Liberia. They are carrying it live. So it is important that we clear out the doubts. That's the reason why we are asking all of these questions. So we are playing the role of the audience, in the mind of the audience, what they are thinking, how did we reach here, and etc. And I want to thank you and also thank Reverend Moore for that, explicit explanation relative to where we are now. So people will understand and appreciate as we enter into the one we say the meat, the crust of our discussion, so they will know where we're coming from. So again, I want to say thank you for the answers that you've given so far. We want to go to Reverend Moore. Reverend Moore, the committee, what is the TOR of this particular committee that have been set in place? And is this committee with the blessings of global? One would say, I know it has been asked, but it's good that we repeat these things. Is it with the blessings of the global? Is His Excellency President Dr. George Manning Weah aware of this committee, or that there are few group of people, Omar, Orita, Palebriato, you come together, you put yourself together, people in America, you put yourself together, you hijack the whole thing here and take it and start running with it? Tell us, you know, dread us through. Where are we with this?
Thank you for the question. And to just add, we want to be very careful how we answer the question because we've made significant progress in reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters in the USA, and even with those who had problem with the decision to have this convention and in June. So we don't want to delve into all of the ramification around that because we have passed that stage. We want to focus basically on what we all can achieve together in June. The National Executive Committee of CDC is the one that mandated this committee. It's not ourselves. And President Weah is a member of the National Executive Committee. He's the standard bearer. He's the first officer of the National Executive Committee. He's 100% aware of the process. And all of the members of the National Executive Committee, they are the one who met and established us. We are not the one who met and established ourselves to connect with them.
Yeah.
So, but the reason why I'm trying to focus more on the convention and not how we got here is the fact that when we start to talk about how we get here, it will tend to scrap off old wound, and it will set the work we are doing currently, the mediation work we are doing currently with our colleagues who have come to the understanding and realization that the party remains supreme and they want to join the forces to have a unified convention. So I'm careful to answer that question in a way. My goal on this platform tonight is to ensure that we have a seasoned and unifying message that will meet the needs and aspirations of all of us in the United States and those who will be coming for our convention. So yes, I mean, this is how the National Executive Committee of CDC are the one who established this body, and they are the one who mandated this body. The body POR is to organize a convention, a unifying convention. At a convention, elections will be held. And the committee was told to organize elections so that it will bring up the new code of officers for CDC to continue the process of the CDC. We are just operating within this time frame as of June. After our convention will cease to exist, the new officers that will be elected are the one who will lead the CDC. So our job is to bring this new code of officers into existence through an electoral process. They also will be also having a diaspora, policy forum that will bring together civil society actors, civil rights leaders, community-based organization heads, and other folks. Folks coming from Liberia will be a part of this diaspora policy forum to engage and see how best the diaspora can be an active force in ensuring that democracy works in Liberia. So besides that, they said to us that the political leader, His Excellency Dr. Weah, will be at the convention. So we need to ensure that the convention is massively attended to give that one embrace. And the night of our convention ball, we'll be honoring President Weah for his outstanding democratic leadership and his commitment to peace. So yes, the Honorable President will be at the convention. Even the national chairman of CDC, Anthony Njanga Ko, and some code of officers from Liberia will be coming for the convention. So the convention is not just us; it's bigger than our space.
Thank you so much, Madam To. What is the requirement? Somebody listening right now will say, "Well, we want to form part of this particular convention. We want to be part of it. What are those requirements as far as attending the convention is concerned?"
So the requirements is first of all, for chapter leaders to pay their chapter dues, for delegates to pay their delegate fees, so that way they will be qualified to vote on that day. Which, thank God for DMV, they have paid their $500, and Arizona have paid their $500 dues. So that's one of the requirements. And to buy their tickets also. So delegates have to buy their tickets, and part of the $100 that they're going to pay is going to make them to enter into the ball. It's going to give them free t-shirt and a hat. It's going to make them to enter into the bottom field to where the soccer is going to be played, the football is going to be played, where President Weah is going to be playing with the PA old timers. So that $100 will get them into that. So that is the requirement. Now for regular people, you can come in and buy your tickets, but you will not be given a free hat or free t-shirt. The $100 will get you into the ball. And if possible, get you into the soccer field.
Okay.
But to come in as a chapter, you have to pay a chapter fee and pay your $100 delegates fee. Very much you can add if I left something else out.
Yeah, definitely. Reverend Moore, just unmute yourself
Very
relative to the requirement and activities of, the convention. Let's hear from you, sir.
So you must be a citizen in a chapter to be a delegate at the convention. So it means that a chapter brings you in as a delegate. We have close to about 20 chapters. We have some who are emerging chapters. And the requirement for being a chapter is you must have at least 10 citizens in your state. You can at least 10 citizens in your state and more, one less than 10. And we've had chapters, we still have chapters, and emerging chapters are the ones who will follow this basic requirement. We give you 30 days period for your establishment, all the work to be accepted. So that's one. So delegate, each chapter is to bring at least 10%, at most 19% as delegate to the convention. And each of the delegates paying the delegate fee of $100, like what my dear sister and hardworking logistic operations subcommittee chair have just said. The $100 you're paying, it covers you for the entire convention as a delegate. Delegate, you have the right to vote. You'll be voting. Delegate, you will have access to the board on the $100 you pay. Entering the fee is $25 for non-delegates, but for delegate, you have access to the fee. So as a delegate, you have access, you'll be given a package of the convention souvenir. So it means that the t-shirt, the cap, calendars, and other things in the whole package is for you because you pay your fees, that delegate fee. Now, the question is, suppose you are not, from a chapter, you want to attend the convention, or you from a chapter, but you now came as a delegate. What can I do? Yes, if you want to sit as observer, you can sit, but they got a registration fee for observer. Now, to enter the board, because you're not a delegate, the ticket is $100. To enter the fee, because you're not a delegate, the ticket is $25. To get t-shirts and cap is $50. So the t-shirt and cap and all other souvenirs are put together in a package for $50 if you're not a delegate. But if you're a delegate, all of the things are just well in your $100. So yeah, this is how it looks like. Now, we also have a voting time, but we'll come to that. But this is the requirement to be a member of the convention. So delegates who are coming, and besides the state delegate, there are former officers of the of CDC who can come in as delegates. But then you will have to pay the $100 the delegate fee as well too. So this is where we are, and so far, I think I answered the question as you so require me to do. Thank you.
Sure, definitely. So, what is the expectation? What is the outcome? What is the goal of this convention? What are you guys looking at? What do you hope to achieve? I mean, after all of this vigorous process of calling people, going across states, organizing, etc., etc., what you hope to achieve? What is the end goal here?
So the theme of the convention is renewal for result. One CDC, one vision, and one future. So going forward, as CDC, we want to have a unified convention that will build that spirit of oneness, that will have a complete autopsy of the organization, where we lack and how we can better off ourselves. Imagine a party given 6 years of leadership for the first time after 12 years as opposition. Then we lost to the former ruling party. We want to come back and ask ourselves why these things happen. Why is it that the hope of the people placing us was that? How can we rebuild credibility? How can we, as CDC USA, become or remain or be strategic assets to CDC Liberia? How can we together unify this whole organization to prepare us for 2029? And how can we trust leaders, because we'll be having national elections during the convention? Who are those that we can trust to put into power to help CDC to become the force to reckon with? So we are hoping to achieve a new court of officers that will be elected for CDC USA. We are hoping to have a unified body, one CDC, after this convention. We are hoping to have the diaspora engagement that will bring together, not just CDCians, but other people from other parties. We can carve a document of collaboration that will become a voice, an active participant in a democratic process in our country. We no more want to sit as spectators and allow the people of Liberia to go through suffering and be termed as those that are backing. No, we don't want to see it happening. We don't want to sit and so our president take his nephew and make him election commissioner chairperson. Then we sit and because we know that these things bring about war. So we want to at least control the narrative in the diaspora, make sure that we can advocate for the people in Liberia through our national party, so that the things that are supposed to work as government for them through the government can work. If they can't work, we replace this government with people who can do it. They do it for the people. So yes, this convention is the kickstart of the momentum for 2029. Being unified, bringing all our people together to be unified, to form a body that will have court of officers who will lead this strong officer who will lead this institution and become the strong asset to our folks in Liberia. So thank you.
Thank you so very kindly. Yeah, I'm Ortopalo Reto. Do you care to weigh in on it?
Well, yeah, the objective of this convention, like he rightly said, our main goal here also too is towards 2029. So we need to do things differently. We need to rebirth. And how do we rebirth? We need to do things, be inclusive. Bring people on board that are disenchanted. Bring people on board that are in the back that have been gone unnoticed. We want to bring everybody on board so everybody can be part of CDC. So when we go towards 2029, everybody can be inclusive. It takes all of us to make us to be able to win. And also this will help for us to be able to work together as a team so that way we can own Liberia and not be a spectator in Liberia. And we can only do that if we work together as a team.
Thank you so very kindly. Reverend Moore, you talk about the policy forum of this particular convention. I know we have been having conventions here, but this seems very, very, somebody would say, lofty, where you will be having, a policy forum. What is unique about this policy forum? What are those things that are going to be discussed in the policy forum? Who are those we are expecting to grace this particular policy forum? Can you please, run us through that?
So thank you again. It is the first time. I don't know whether other political parties have done that, but to have a convention where you invite opposition political parties to sit down, like in the diaspora, we sit together. Let's discuss Liberia. Let's discuss how we can improve the health care system in Liberia, and how you and us can work together to ensure that these things are done. So we have folks from Liberia who will be joining us. We are reaching out to opposition political parties like the CMC, like the ANC, and other folks to have a presence in the discussion, civil society organizations and the rest of it. Let's sit down, let's have this engagement. And what is worth noting is the fact that even the chairman of CDC will be here for this engagement. There's a committee set up for organizing this engagement, and they are working 24 hours around the clock. And my dear sister Elizabeth, Dr. Elizabeth Kamara, is the one who heading the secretary of this committee. So it's our anticipation that we'll bring everybody together, except for the ruling party who want to stay with us. For all other parties in Liberia besides the ruling party, if you support the ruling party, you don't want to say, well, no problem. But let's bring them together. All the countries, association in the United States, the ULA, the civil society organization, they all have the seat at this policy forum. We want to serve as an alternative, a proper alternative that will show national unity. Even as opposition, we can still strive to bring all our people together, and we can have a seat to discuss issues about Liberia. There is something that is weakening of the current government. They don't even invite opposition into a space. They tell me opposition as dogs that are barking and all. They're so hateful of opposition. But we don't want to do that. We have set this precedent before. When our president came into power, he was the first one that went to Joseph Barker's house as a statement. He showed example. He had meetings of opposition leaders in ways we can move Liberia forward. Or they came to the table. So we want to continue the same process, even in opposition, to bring our friends and brothers together from a different political party. Let's think Liberia. Let's develop a strategy, a policy that will guide us in our collaboration to ensure that we can hold government accountable. We can do the right thing for our people. Let our people, once again, have the hope that people hearing them, people are willing to fight for them, and people are willing to ensure that the right things are done for their own survival. So this forum look at all of those aspects.
So before Madam Palereto comes in, from what I'm hearing from you with this convention, it seems as if this convention, in the diaspora, wants to lead the way, especially here in the US, wants to lead the way for an expansion of the collaboration. One would say, you are going across because you talk about inviting other political parties that are part of the opposition. You talk about the CMC, you talk about the ANC, you talk about other opposition political party. So is that what you are looking at? Is that what we are seeing, that this particular convention wants to establish a forum where, the opposition political party or the collaboration can be expanded? Can you please respond to that, sir?
Yeah, definitely. And so we believe that Liberia is a small space, that when we work together as one people, we can achieve much. Why would we as opposition be speaking on the same thing and nothing seems to be changing? What's the problem? Why is it that the government will just look at us and just put some things on our head and we're just quiet? We're not speaking with one voice. We are asset to our democracy. If we start to be disassembled within our midst, breaking apart, the government will achieve much. They can break down. Don't forget, the government is in power. They have the money, the resources. They can feed other, weak political institutions to give them the numbers in terms of agreeing with what the government does. Well, it's not even good. But because they are pocketed with some money, they agree. We know what happened in the house. Money just go around, and some of our opposition, lawmakers who are there who will stand for the people, they fund the money. So if we as opposition form this collaboration of opposition and we become strong in our voice, it will also help our opposition lawmakers to be strong. At least when they look back, they see that people are defending them.
Yeah.
But if we are divided as opposition, it weakens those guys. The guys say, well, let me just go ahead because if I don't, nobody behind me. So this political front is enabling us to be more together to support our people who are in the house, so they will stay and know that people are behind them. There's one thing we want to achieve in this process here, because the government is using the cash violence to ensure that things are done. People say, oh, opposition lawmakers should be loyal to the party when the party stay there. No! My people, if the party stay there and the party is not strong, as a backbone for the people, the ruling government will carry them. So this is a forum for to ask all these questions, because lawmakers from Liberia will be attending the forum too. So yes, my brother, thank you so much for hearing me.
Thank you. So, Madam Palareto, while you weigh into this, it seems as if this convention is unique and is special, because from what I'm gathering, from what the ORC have explained, where you want to bring together, political parties, in the opposition, it seems very big. It seems that the CDC want to expand, want to extend its grip, and it seems as if the preparation for 2029 have already started. Let's hear from you. Weigh into that, please.
Yeah, I think by bringing all of these opposition parties, it's going to help to restore public trust. First of all, the rule of law is going to restore that. It's going to restore jobs and youth employment. The inflation and cost of living going to be helped. It's going to help with security, stability, and the national cohesiveness. It's also going to help with the youth, women, and rural inclusion in opposition politics, and the barriers to participation for youth and women in politics is going to help with that. It's going to help with a lot of things. Diaspora as strategic partners in governance, diaspora investment pathway. It's going to help with a lot of that. So I think with the opposition coming together, it's going to help. And if opposition, I really feel like if the opposition come together and speak in one voice, the ruling party will not have a reason to do things that they will not have no reason doing things that they have no business doing, breaking the laws anyhow. if the opposition come together and make one statement for the ruling party not to overlook the law, I think that would be effective.
Thank you so very kindly. Now, we have a flyer here. And on this particular flyer, it states that the convention is going to be from June the 24th to the 28th. And you have, the various speakers. We have tier 1, we have Madam Wilhelmina Piso Sedita, we have Gamode Clinton, we have Emmanuel O. Cooper, we have Samuel Jacobs, we have Mamesi Kaba, Ashok Bolo Howard, we have Civicus Bazigia, etc., etc. Now, each of these people, are they just going to be speaking on just one day, or is it going to be like a panel discussion in which each of them will be given the time to speak on specific issue? Can you drive us through, sir?
So thank you. If you look at the flyer sent you, we have several topics. Now, the speaking engagement is on Thursday. It's a panel discussion where each of them will be given topic. They have been given topic to study and present during the convention. So each of them will be coming to present the topic, being moderated by a moderator. I mean, the topic is the topic cut across all of the issues that have to do with CDC. So this discussion, this panel discussion is separate from the Diaspora Policy Forum. The Diaspora Policy Forum has also, panel and panelists that will be presenting presentation on topics. So this one is our internal review at CDC. It has to do cut across. How can we promote unity among CDC? How can we build a party as a strong alternative government? How can women participate in the process? How can youth turn from protest to policy making? So all these things are very important, enabling us to be the party of trust and formidable. When we get into working in government, we show that we're doing those things that we said we plan to do. We set ourselves strategically to do these things. So nobody is learning. Everybody is on board to present to the people of Liberia the best governance we can. So each of these, speakers we talk about, they are given specific topic to present. And after a presentation, we have discussions amongst ourselves, the delegates and the rest of it, into committee rooms, where we will come up with resolutions from each of these presentations as per the way forward for CDC USA presented to CDC Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Madam Palariato, with this kind of extensive, well organized, a very big conference that you are having, what about lodging? What about the issue of, as it relates to the arrangement of the entire convention? Where are we looking at? Location wise, those who will be coming. I know people will be traveling from Liberia. There will be other people traveling from, the 50 states and coming. How are you planning to lodge these people? It's going to be a very big program.
Yeah.
What are you? Yeah. So drive us through. Where are we?
So thank you, Prince, for asking the question. Right now, we have engaged some Airbnb and some hotels. We have the links in the convention portal. Now, if you are not part of the convention portal, they can contact us. But we have links for the convention portals and we have Airbnb. They can simply click on those links and reserve for their Airbnb and for the hotels. For the president launching, President, His Excellency, President George Mananwia, we already have hotels for him already, he and his entourage. It is reserved already. We have asked the PA chapters to find and identify people who have homes, because there may be people who don't have sufficient money to maybe come for the whole weekend. So it's first come, first serve. If they don't have enough sufficient money to get in a hotel or Airbnb, we can ask the PA chapter to identify homes. We have asked them already, and then we can place them in people who want to lodge people from out of town. But I want to encourage people to start looking for their Airbnb or for their homes. Go into our convention portal and click on those links, or they can contact me or Moi, and we can give them some links. But we already have those links. We will provide those links in the individual chat room, like the DMV chat rooms and the chapter chat rooms as of tomorrow, so they can book their hotels and book their Airbnb. As of 2 days ago, I made my reservation for me and my family. It is getting expensive, so they must try their best to book their hotels early. They shouldn't wait 1 week, 2 weeks, or 1 month to the time. Let them reserve their hotels now or their Airbnb.
Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. So, Reverend Moore, I'm saying that this program will be from the 24th all the way to the 28th. One will say, why all these days? Why not just 1 day? Everybody just go 1 day, just do it and just. So, what are those activities that you intend to incorporate in the convention that lead to this? I mean, from the 24th all the way to the 28th. Can you walk us through?
So thank you. Yes, Wednesday will be the 24th. This is when the delegate will be arriving from the various states. People coming from Liberia, I guess they will be in America a day before the 20th. So the night of the 24th, we'll be having what you call meet and greet. And meet and greet will be held at a place called Moses Spot, aka it's the JSM Cuisine. It's on Baltimore Park in Lansdowne. We'll be there from basically 4 o'clock. We'll be receiving guests. When you come, we'll process you. We'll start your registration from there. Then we'll have what you call a welcome dinner at that place. Very beautiful. You want to be there. Very cozy to be. So all of those who have come from the various states and from Liberia will be having an opening dinner at that place. It's a meet and greet where you'll be able to meet, your old friends, you meet new friends, the rest of it, and we'll start to set the tone for the convention on that night. We'll close by 12 to 1 o'clock. You go to your respective, lodging places. Then 9 o'clock in the morning, you will be meeting at the Springfield Country Club, where all of our sections will be held. We expect that 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll be there. And that day will be the official opening of the convention. You'll be having speeches from the OIC, the national chairman, and other people. You'll be having reports being submitted by the convention committee on the state of affairs of the CDC-USA. You'll be having our panel discussions being done. My brother, one thing I want to tell you too, every delegate, that place called Country Club, they have nice food, they do prepare. But Civica Basiga from Liberia and I, along with a few guests, went to that place at their restaurant. We ate some good food. They know how to prepare. They got good fingers. So you have a beautiful lunch, fresh and continental lunch as part of your package. Then that whole day we have this engagement. We'll close by 5 o'clock in the evening hours. Then we can do networking after 5 o'clock. You want to meet new friends, whatever it is, it's up to you. The next day, which is Friday, is when we have the Diaspora Policy Forum, bringing all our people together in the same space at the Springfield Country Club. We start at 9 o'clock, we go up to 5 o'clock in the evening. Again, you have a nice, beautiful continental lunch for you from the restaurant, provided for you free once you're part of the convention. When that day finished, the next day is Saturday. And on a Saturday, we are meeting. It's the real meeting where we're going to have elections. You are there 9 o'clock. From 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we have an election. From 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, we hope to finish. Between 3 to 4 o'clock, 4 to 5 o'clock, we will be announcing our result of election. Now, prior to the day, on the day of Friday, the night of Friday, we're going to have a debate at the JSM Cuisine, where people want to show reason why we should elect them and the rest of it. So the debate is from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock that night, on Friday night. Then we'll transition into the election on Saturday. The election is done, we announce the results, and we'll go back home, we'll dress good, and we'll come for the ball itself. 7 o'clock at the same place, the beautiful ballroom at the Springfield Country Club. We're going to honor His Excellency and recognize some outstanding members of CDC USA, some veterans who have worked to ensure that CDC is CDC today. We're going to honor them as well, recognize their great effort. More to that, we're going to have people invited. We have written the governor of Pennsylvania to be the keynote speaker on that night. So you'll be coming along with the mayor of Philadelphia, and we also invited the mayor of Philadelphia, the governor of Pennsylvania, who will be the keynote speaker. We have other congressmen and women from the U.S. Congress who are represented from Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We also invited them. We invited other city mayors. They will have one of our city mayors from Derby, who is a Liberian, Mayor Dan. These are the people we are inviting. We want to ensure that that venue is packed with people for networking. I will set the stage for our engagement after the convention. People from Liberia, as I said, a huge delegation coming from Liberia. We are rating lots of people to be at that ball. So don't miss it. The entrance to the ball is $100. And we got a special seat for a VIP seat with the president, which is $500. If you can afford it, you want to have an engagement with the president, that seat is there for you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Prince,
Yes.
let me just add, in addition to that, we're going to be recognizing those people who have worked in our community, who are citizens. We are going to call them and recognize them. There are some citizens that work in the back. They don't come up front, or we want to recognize them within the community. So if you know anyone who are citizens that work very hard for CDC, recommend them to us, and then we will recognize them. So far, we have few of them that have been recommended to us, and they're going to be recognized.
Okay. Thank you so very kindly. So you talk about the issue of the electoral, activities that will be happening during the convention. Now, I want you to drill us through this particular process, because when it comes to convention, an election, everybody attender, can be up to listing. Can you just kind of like, drive us through this process, the electoral process? Those who are qualified, what are the requirements, the deadlines, and etc. Can you drive us through?
So thank you.
Before you go ahead, we want to welcome a member of the committee, Reverend Thomas Johnson. Welcome, Reverend Johnson.
Thank you.
So yes, We've sent out the election guidelines, an election that will be held. We've been mandated by the National Executive Committee to mirror the leadership of CDC USA according to the national leadership. So we have up to 28 positions that will be out for election. And as of the 2nd of April, nomination for those positions were open. It's up and now open. And by the 10th of May, they will be closed. So this window period, this 1 month window period is for you to be nominated for what position you want, you so desire. But what we have done is to ensure that you are from our chapter. You won't come from Mexico, you say you want to be president for CDC USA. But be part of our chapter. You can't come from a chapter that is not existing to say you want to be president for CDC USA. No, you must be member of an existing chapter, be nominated, you must meet the requirement of a due pay member, you must meet the requirement of being a part of this chapter, an active member of that chapter. Then the chapter leader will sign on your nomination that you present to us. So we're now receiving nomination from people across the United States who are interested, but the nomination will go through your chapter leaders as well. So at least they will authenticate that indeed this person is from this chapter. So yes, the positions are open, and we have told them jokingly, but it's serious. As of May 10th, if we can receive the position, we can receive nomination for those positions, we'll have no election on during the convention. We are clear with that. This ORC will continue to be ORC until y'all come back to us and say we're ready for election. We are just killing. But yes, people are eager to show up for leadership in CDC USA. We are glad from all across the United States. People are in high gear for this election. We want to encourage you. We want you to even identify within your leaders who you think can really, lead this institution. CDC is not a small institution. CDC is the political party that led Liberia, the oldest republic of Africa, for the past 6 years. They are going back to lead Liberia now. Not children play. We have had great men and women who have served CDC USA. So if you know of people who you think can lead this institution, you can encourage them through the chapter to come on. So yes, this is where we are. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very kindly. We have with us Reverend Thomas Johnson, a member of the committee, the convention committee. Again, want to say welcome, Reverend Johnson, and it's great that we have you here. We're talking about the issue of the CDC USA Convention, and you happen to be one of those who, you are part of the convention team, and we are talking about the issue of the elections. But just tell us the uniqueness of this particular convention committee for which you are also a part of. Let's hear from you.
Well, thank you very much. And I'd like to acknowledge the leadership of the convention committee in the person of Reverend Moore and the immediate assistant. And thank you for the platform that you really are using to disseminate very relevant, important information beyond the convention issues. You are a very great influence in terms of disseminating information and engaging the Liberian diaspora as well as folks in Liberia. Yes, the CDC convention at this time is crucial, especially as we have experienced some little glitches and conflicts within United States, especially the CDC organization here in the United States. The need to bring folks together is crucial, and the chairman and the convention committee have been doing all they are able to ensure that the conflicts that divide people are resolved and everyone really get themselves together to attend the convention. what we do at the convention will really move us forward towards our goal of participating in the pending Liberian elections 2029. So all those here in the United States urge you, as the chairman have been saying, let us all put our differences aside. United, we are strong. Divided, we fall. So the big picture is let's come together and participate in selecting those persons that will ably be able to carry us in the future.
Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. So before we go to Madam Orito Pale Reto, I know that there are going to be a series of activities relative to the convention, like Reverend Moore, drill us through where the convention is going to officially kick off on Wednesday. That is the 24th, delegation registration going to go up, to Thursday, Friday, and you're going to have a panel discussion. I mean, where people will be speaking on various topics. And Reverend Moore earlier talked about, a kind of activities where you will have other opposition political parties. I mean, like the CMC, the ANC, and etc. Other opposition political party will be part of this convention to be discussing issues relative to the forward march of Liberia and how all of us can, come together to see how best we can formulate a very strong opposition that will be in the interest, of the Liberian people, that we can collectively come together to begin to discuss issue. Now, I want you to talk a bit about this particular, section, this particular section where you're going to have opposition political party discussing issues relative to the growth and the development of Liberia. Let's hear from you on this, sir.
Mr. Shari, truth be told, we do have more in common than that which divide us. In fact, if you look at the ideologies, you look at the various platforms of the different political parties, they are similar. And so inviting opposition leaders or persons to be a part of the CDC convention is significant in really deep looking at ourselves and really unite ourselves around our commonalities as a people of Liberia. I do know we all want to see a better Liberia. We all want to rebuild Liberia on firm foundations. All of these things go through. There is no ideological difference I've seen amongst the opposition. So putting our differences, our minor differences aside, and galvanizing into one good, united, and strong opposition will enable us to obtain the objective of being brought to power in the reconstruction of Liberia. The current leadership in Liberia is disappointing, and so the need to replace that leadership cannot be overemphasized. So what the opposition needs to do, come together, unite, and work towards really replacing the leadership that is in power right now. So that
Thank
would
you.
be a crucial moment, especially, and I've always emphasized, we are in the phase of reconstruction. This reconstruction phase must be driven by ourselves reflecting on what we have in common. What is more important in Liberia? The people of Liberia that have suffered a lot, that have suffered war, that have suffered discrimination, that need economic relief, that need very compassionate leadership. Those are the things that should occupy our minds instead of being divided in terms of regions, tribe, or personalities. I think the leaders in the opposition movement are aware of these things, so that I will urge people to put their egos aside and rally around what's really common, what's very important amongst us.
Thank you. Thank you so very kindly. So, Madam Palareto, I'm saying that the team have made this particular unique arrangement where they are going to be meeting with chapters. They are going to be meeting with state leaders. I mean, in the CDC, where you are going to be meeting with people even out of the CDC. You have this particular metric that you put in place where you'll be meeting, with various chapter and etc. Now, tell me, why is this significant? Like the usual convention we have had in the past. Everybody know that convention, that CDC, the news will spread out. You don't need to call people, meet with chapter, have, chapter meetings or engage people. But we are seeing that, this is different. So why is it like that? That you are meeting with chapters, meeting with people, traveling across the states, having conversation and etc. Tell me the significance of this.
Well, thanks for asking again. The significance of it is that we're trying to form a collaboration. We're trying to uh, 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 form a form of inclusiveness. We don't want to leave nobody behind. As we all know, we know of some people that are enchanted, this disenchanted. And we know that some people been like, okay, after the election, they have withdrawn. We know that. We know that some people within the chapter, they love CDC, but for some reason they have withdrawn. So Reverend Moore and myself, we cannot sit down and think that everything is okay. So we thought it wise to check in with everybody. We sat down, we thought about it, and we thought we'd become intentional about things. We decided to even probably drive state to state. So we decided, well, before we do that, let's try to join their meetings. That's a form of mobilization. If we go into the meetings of all the chapters, we will check in. We will check in with the chapter heads. We'll check in to see how they are doing. What is their status? What is their challenges? What we can help them with. And by attending their meetings, we'll be able to know their challenges. We'll be able to know their successes. We'll be able to know what are their thoughts. And maybe we can help them out. And that's why we keep emphasizing and re-emphasizing, if they have some issues, they should let us know so we can work together with it. We don't want to wait until 1 week to the convention. Then before they say, oh, Peter is not coming because of this reason. Oh, Susan don't want to show up because she's mad with this person. Oh, because what happened during the election when they failed it, when we lost the election. Oh, because of that. We don't want to wait 1 week to the time. So we decided to be proactive and check in with the chapters to actually see what's going on with the chapters. To actually see, in fact, whether they are active or not. And to see whether, if they are not active, to start mobilizing right away. So I think our presence will make a difference. So it's a form of mobilization. It's a form of inclusiveness. It's a form of oneness. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Reverend Moore, I want you to weigh into this as have set up the entire United States in a metric where you will be meeting with various chapters, you will be meeting with people, I mean, from across the aisle. Tell us the significance of this, and also tell us the security that you have put in place for this program. Because from what you are explaining, this is not just an ordinary program. This is a very big program. I mean, this is, somebody would say, an unusual, unprecedented, well planned, well developed convention. So tell us about the security that you've put in place as you talked about this metric of meeting, I mean, the chapters.
Very much. You
So,
can tell them about the Canada meeting we just had also.
so yes, Mr. Sharif, I was told in school that he who fails to prepare must prepare to fail.
Yeah.
And if we stay down, you're prepared, and you expect to be successful in the end, you have failure. So knowing that as a philosopher in the work I do, I always put in time to prepare so that I won't fail. And like what my colleague have said, we don't want to sit at the convention waiting for a chapter to come. Then we see chapter, oh, but wow, I thought the chapter were existing. We don't want to operate on a thought. So we have been proactive. Getting the chapter, it's like we're starting with them, walking them from where they are to come to the convention. So we use this period, which is almost 2 months to the convention, to look at the various chapter, to have a self-examination of the chapters and see where they are. Look at this. We usually what you call a SWOT analysis, the strength and weaknesses, opportunity and tension, and how we can set up a formidable chapter that will come to the convention, not a chapter that we expect to come to the convention, waiting for them. When they come, they say, oh, we're in there. And we'll be having successful meetings all along. We have met with the Arizona chapter. They are energized. They have paid their convention fee. Imagine Arizona way over there in the West. They are being mobilized. They are coming in full. We have meeting with the Canadian. They are coming in full. We have meeting with the Georgians. And we're having follow-up meeting with them again. Last time we're in meeting with the Ohioans from Ohio. And this coming Friday and Saturday we'll be having meetings. Saturday and Sunday we'll be having meeting with other states chapter. So it's like we are mobilizing them, knowing where their weaknesses are, so we can help them prop the weaknesses and ensure that they at least 10 delegates from the state can be at the convention. They at least 10 delegates from the state can be at the convention. Because we don't want a stranger to sit in our place or so be there. So we're making sure that all of our chapters, we have set about 18 different meetings with all of our chapters to know them, to work with them now until the convention time. There are other proposed chapters that are coming into existence. We are working with them to see how better they can meet the requirement of the constitutional requirement of a chapter. So there will be a full-fledged chapter before the convention time. Yes. So these are things that are working. The next question was the security. So we got a security and protocol, a committee headed by Mokunje Chair. And because of the presence of the former president, the presence of the governor of the state of the Commonwealth state of Pennsylvania, because of the congressman, we are working along with the police department of those areas,
yeah,
to ensure that the police presence can be there to protect not just our VIPs, but everyone who will be part of the convention. So like the Springfield, working with Springfield Police Department, the Philadelphia Police Department, and to ensure that the police presence can be there to secure the space for each of us to do things and enjoy and make use of our presence there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very kindly. So with this very very well organized, I've been explained by the both of you, very elaborate, and expecting people from across the globe financially. Where are you people getting all of the funds from? I mean, to do this preparation is not easy. Even being on the show, to appear on the show is money. I mean, shows that you've been appearing on, it takes a lot. And all of these arrangements, the places that you are calling, these are not just common area. Now Babiata, America Babiata area where you can get, Pabia and Jericho. These are, yeah, these are, well, I mean, these are just, these are VVIP areas. So where are you getting the funding from to ensure that all of these things are put in place. And like we heard from you from the beginning, you've already booked areas, for the program and etc. etc. I know not small money here we're talking about. So where are you getting this money from? And as you go into all of these arrangements.
So, thank you again for that question. This is one of our indicators to know whether the people own the convention. The budget was set up, and we made an SOS in one of our meetings to the various state chapters and stakeholders in our meeting. The first thing we did was to create a budget, and we gave it to the various state chapters to go and review and make the input. So after review and making the input, they brought back to us recommendation as per how they want to see the budget. So we agreed on an inclusive budget that had the involvement of every state chapter. So we asked them, now we have had the budget. Can we at least help to pre-finalize this budget? So, in that meeting, we're able to raise substantial money, up to $5,000, that we use today to pay on the venue, at least pay to book the venue and other things.
Right.
Put into place the printing of the t-shirts and other things we are doing currently.
I'm coming. Let me just intrude, Reverend Moan. This is unusual. You are saying something here that have confused me. With such a well-organized program, you mean you people don't have an account where you get $100,000 sitting down? It is the member themselves, because of the way you guys have organized it, because of the way you guys are reaching across. You mean it is the state chapters, the member themselves, that have decided that, look, we pre-finance this to show that, look, we are prepared for this. Reverend, is this what you people are saying here?
You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Even someone in the meeting said, I will pay down on the venue for the meet and greet.
Yeah.
In the meeting. People are giving the hundreds, the $200, the $500, the $25, the $1,000 in that meeting, because they want to ensure that this convention come to pass, be successful.
Yeah.
We were overwhelmed by their generous contribution. And based upon what they gave, that's why we are moving. Now, state chapters have not all started to put in the money in terms of the convention fees. Delegates have not started paying yet, but they were able to put into the pre-financing as after our payments will make, and people are making those contributions. And if you are listening to us and you want to make a contribution to help the convention process, please do that, because we want to feel proud that we can fund our own thing. We don't go for money from someone who want to borrow money. We want to fund our own thing by the money we give towards the process, because we believe in democracy and we believe that this institution is the hope of the people. We can work to ensure that things we want to do are done and are accomplished. Your money you gave to us shows commitment, shows that desire for change in Liberia, show that desire for the lift of the people in Liberia. Don't just see it as something that we're doing here. We are doing it because of the people in Liberia. So think about that. In that meeting, we were able to sit down and raise money to help pre-finance some things that needed to be pre-financed. And people are still giving. So I want to encourage you who watching us to be a part of this giving. Make history in your life. God has given you the time and the space you are in. Make use of this time and this space you are in to make a difference tomorrow. When we are reading the history of CDC and CDC USA, your name will be mentioned. And you're one of those who gave towards the process for us to have a successful convention. What is Senator Barrett came, he was proud that money no one came from CDC Liberia for amongst ourselves to host a very beautiful, successful convention. I trust you as an individual, and I trust you even tonight as we are talking, to make a cash app donation, to make a Zelle donation to our sisters, Palato, who is the one in charge of receiving funds. Help us in this convention. If you can give us a $10,000 check, we are happy. $5,000, $1,000, whatever you can give, you are counted. So thank you for what you plan to give now.
Let's go to Madam To. Madam To, this is unique. I mean, very, very unique. Usually, people having convention, maybe they will have, with no disrespect, but most of the time, people say, okay, Liberia, let's look at Liberia, what you do. But to see how you people are able to organize and mobilize seditions, that they are, it's just, it's mind-boggling. I mean, it's so shocking to me and so surprising to see
Yeah.
you people mobilizing sedition. Somebody said to put their money where their mouth is.
Okay.
Let's hear from you. How do people do it? Maybe somebody saying, I say, look, this I want to be a part of the process. I
Yeah.
want to help. How can I help? Do I have a special amount that I have to pay? Or how do I do it? How do I be part of this process to ensure that I myself, my name can be mentioned that yes, I, pay to ensure that this convention is successful? Let's hear from you. What mechanism do you have in place?
So, Prince, you will not believe it. Just what Reverend Moore have said. In truly, people owning this convention. People are really owning this convention. People are paying. In the initial stage, we raise money. People pay for the meet and greet. People paying at the convention. They paying convention fee. They donating. I mean, you will not believe it, and people are still paying. And every night and then I'll update the fees, the payment method. So how you want to know how we get our donation, how to pay? We are open. Listen, I'm very good at documentation with the records. If you want to help us, we are in need as well. You can do cash app, $ Paleto, $Pallehtoe. That's cash app. You can do Zelle. Zelle is T as in Tom, OEPALLEH at gmail.com. My phone number is 717-542-3545. Prince, I send that information to you also. You can pin it in a place. I mean, that's
Definitely, it
how
is
we
there.
give. We send that information. If you send me the donation, it will go straight into the account that we have. If you don't have Zelle, you don't have cash out, we receive money grant, and we can receive Western Union. You can put it in my name so that way I can retrieve it from money grant and Western Union. Just put my Paleto, PALLEHWREH hyphen TOE, so I can retrieve it from Western Union and from send from money grant and Western Union. If you are in Liberia and you are listening, you can send us SendWave and send it by the Global Chair, Janka's number in Liberia. And the Global Chair number, I have to look for it now. I don't know his number up here. The Global Chair Janka, his number is Chairman. Prince, if you have it, help me out with it. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, it's
Janka.
231
Okay, 231.
653 7952.
Okay, so if you in Liberia, you send it
That's a
send
SendWave
wave.
number.
Please send it to Global Chair Janka call. Prince, please call the chairman number again.
The
231.
SendWave number is 231
Uh-huh.
are 88-653-7952.
We
That
got
is
a
the
lot
send
of,
wave.
yes, thank you, Prince. We have a lot more to do. We have so much payments to pay, things to pay on. Our budget is about $100,000 or less. But if you can help us, any donation, you got $50, donate it. You got $100, donate it. You got $5, donate it. $1, donate it. $100, donate it. $10,000, the Reverend wants it, donate it. But I know one thing for sure: at the end of the day, we will have the convention. At the end of the day, we will have the convention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Orito Pale Reto. Well, fellow Liberians, we keep some of the information, and I'm very sure this committee will maybe make another rounds before the convention. But the information is out there. Those of you watching us, whether be on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, or wherever place you are watching us from, the donation information is there. You will see for Zelle is there, TOEPALLEH is there. You see it right there for Zelle, for the number that you are going to be using for, a Zelle or the Cash App, if you like, is 717-542-3545. So you can call that number and you will get in direct contact with our mother, Madam Orita Pale Reto, and whatever you can contribute. Look,
Yes,
whatever, like she said, what'll be a $5, what'll be a $10, what'll be a $2, what'll be a
yeah,
$3,
yeah.
whatever you can contribute to ensure that this convention is successful like others have done, it will be of a great help. So at this time, fellow Liberians, because time is not in our favor and we can't discuss everything here, we will go now to the Madam Orita Pale Reto to hear her parting comments, and then we'll go to Reverend Moore as he sum it up for us. Maybe there are some things that we did not talk about. I know we can't talk everything. The next time, maybe we'll talk other ones. But if there is anything that we did not mention that you think is very significant to, be put out on this platform today, it's up to you, Madam Orita Pale Reto. You can take it from there as you give us your parting comments. Thank you.
Thank you again for having me. I'll start off by saying that we all have a part to play. Therefore, I invite each and every one of you to attend the convention. It does not matter whether you are disenchanted or not. There is nothing like home. Come back home. Let us work together for the betterment of CDC. When we work together, the enemy cannot devour us. When we stand together, we cannot fall. United we stand, divided we will fall. And if we give the enemy the loophole to be far apart, they will attempt to devour us. They will attempt to divide us. And we can't stand for that. The main goal is the people that we want to work for, our people in Liberia. So we must work together as one. Come to the convention, share the flyer, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your communities. Get on board with us. Come, let's celebrate. The president will be there. President Weah will be there. He's a loving president. He's a unifier. He wants to see all of us there together. I'll see you there in June. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you so very kindly. Let's go to Reverend Moore. Reverend Moore, let's get your parting comment and those things that you want to put in before, the time or before your second arrival. I'm very sure we're going to host you here again another day. But go ahead, sir.
I close on a parable Jesus made or stated. He talked about the prodigal son, the man who went, the boy who went and took his share of his part of his property and went in the distant land to enjoy himself. He came on time, all the money he carried, he finished. All the friends he knew in the distant land, those friends deserted him. He started working in the pig pen for other people. The Bible says he came to his senses. Wow. You mean my father got all these things back home? I'm working in a pig pen for somebody else? I must go back to my father and tell him, Daddy, I'm sorry for what I did. And you even accept me to be your servant. Because the life I'm living over there, even your servant is not living this life. I'll be happy. So he decided to come back. You know, but people miss the real lesson in that story. The lesson was not about coming back. The lesson was not about taking the money, but the lesson was the attitude of the father. The Bible said that man was turned to his door mouth to watch to see whether his son coming back home. Every time he had an expectation, that hope in him that his son will come home. And in the Jewish society, in the villages, in the culture, when the boy disgraces his family and leaves, when he returns to that village, they will receive him at the entry of the village. They will wash him good before he enters. That washing, it would entail a lot of things. They will wash him as a disgrace, whipping, before they allow him to enter that village. So the father was standing to his entrance watching for his son every day. He wanted to ensure that the villager don't take his son to disgrace his son because of what his son did. The Bible said when he came, when he saw his son from a distance, he ran. Imagine that man in his garment, a proper garment, a robe, running like a big man running through the village. Just imagine that. He ran to meet his son so that people won't meet him, so that people won't catch his son at the entrance of the gate. He wanted to be the first to embrace his son, not the people. Because his love for his son was deeper. And he embraced his son. I'm speaking this in the parable to all of us citizens. Nobody is better citizen than the other. Every citizen is valued.
Yeah.
Let's reach out to those who are disenchanted. Let's get them before other people get them into other parties.
Yeah.
Let's get them before people make mockery of them. Those who have problems in our midst, they are citizens. They have invested resources into this organization, into this institution.
Yeah.
Let's embrace them. There's no blue citizen, black citizen, red cast citizen, blue cast citizen. We are all citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be able to embrace others. Let's go the distance to find them. The convention is the space that we can bring all of them. Stop talking ill about your friends. We know it is a political institution, but we are one family.
Yes.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow the ruling party to disintegrate us. It's their plan. They broke our headquarters down. They were happy. They said mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Don't allow them to break us down.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be the one to go out to embrace our friends who are citizens before the ruling party get to them. Let's bring them home. The convention will be a homecoming for all of us.
Yeah.
And I want to allow that voice to sink in your head. The homecoming for all of us in the United States.
Homecoming.
Be it blue, red, whatever you are, come home. Let's celebrate. Let the world know that indeed we are the grassroots party.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you for listening to me tonight. God bless you wherever you are. When you make that first step to call somebody, you are a true citizen. Thank you, Prince, for your show. We are glad to be here. We are open next time to come to talk more about the convention. You did us a good service. We pray that God bless your show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Paletu, for your word. Thomas, thank you as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Prince. Thank you very much for having us. We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
again, we want to use this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you. We really, really appreciate you for coming on. We want to thank you. And I must say that the level of preparation that you people have put in this particular convention is unique. And I want to thank you and the team. You and the team are doing exceptionally well. I must say this, you are doing exceptionally well. I want to use this platform to call out to every sedition and to people within the opposition bloc. From the way, like Reverend Moore said, the way things are proceeding in Liberia, it is about time that every member within the opposition come together to ensure that we can save our democracy. The government, from all effort, from every level that we can reasonably see and think about, this government is on a mission to destroy the democracy that all of us have worked for. And that's the reason why it's important that this CDC USA convention is not only about the CDC USA, it is about the opposition. It is the dawning of a new day for what we say a collaborative effort to ensure that we redeem Liberia from this particular authoritarian style of leadership, this dictatorial style of leadership. And that's why those of you who are out there, if you are a member of the ANC, member of the CMC, member of whatever political party it is, once you are in the opposition, reach out to the convention committee, call them, be part of this convention, be part of the symposium, be part of the section that will be discussing issues about Liberia. I want to say thanks to our mother, Madam Rita Palareto, who is doing exceptionally well. It's not easy traveling from one state to another state, encouraging people, and trying to put people together. I know it is not really easy. I want to say thank you so much. And if you are a sedition out there, get ready. The convention is going to be in June. The convention is going to be in June in Philadelphia from the 24th to the 28th. That is going to be the time for the convention from June 24th to June 28th in Philadelphia. Get ready, prepare yourself. Convention fees is just $100. And there are so many things that you will benefit from the $100. You're
Yeah.
talking about you will participate in the football game. You'll go to watch His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah exhibit his skills again, with Proxa, in Philadelphia. You will be part of the ball. It will be a time of jolly, jolly. Imagine your $100, you get your cap, you get T-shirt, you get every other thing, and you have the exclusive, one would say the exclusive privilege to interact with other seditions. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. Start to book your tickets if you are traveling by air. Start to book your Airbnb. The number is out there. If you want to reach out to the committee member who is responsible for logistics, again, she's Madam Orito Pale Reto, and her number is out there. It's 717-5423545. Again, if you want to donate, it may be $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Just call this number and tell her that, look, ma'am, I want to donate to this particular process. Again, the number is 717-5423545. Again, if you want to donate and you want to call someone and say, ma'am, I want to donate to this particular process, I want to be part of this process. Again, call this number, 717-542-3545. Again, 717-542-3545. It's right on the screen. Again, the number is 717-542-3545. Call this number. You will get in contact with Madam Orito Pale Reto, whether it be a donation or whether it be a question, comment, or concern, and they will be able to give you all that it takes. Again, we want to say thanks to all of you who took the time off to be on here. On this note, fellow Liberians, we want to say thank you so very kindly. Have yourself a God bless day. Until we meet again another time where the committee will be here to discuss. I'm sorry we could not take calls because, time I've caught up with all. We got to go do our lay 1 2 1 2 2. time. We have already gone into the 1-2-1-2 time. So I'm begging you, the next time we are going to open the line for you to call. But until we meet again, Reverend Moa, we say thank you so much. But Morito Pale Reto, my
Thank
own
you, Prince.
mother and my leader, I want to say thank you so much and have yourself a God bless day. Bye from our end.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you very much.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.